Or just wait till the tape come out, because he was like, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start up. We talking about something else, but once again, we welcome to you in our world. This is Mask Off, episode 16.
There you go.
Yes,
Terms and conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the fam. I want to give a major shout out to everybody that's here. You know what we doing, how we do it. You know what's getting down. I'm gonna drop it low to my young boy up under me. What's your name? What's going on? How you doing? What's good?
What's good, people? It's Mask Off Malachi. I'm in the building. Man, I had a great week.
Not motivational minute right now.
Yeah, but it's I did. I booked the role this week. Last weekend I got the news this week. So
that's what's up.
Nice, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's my first union joint. So I'm geeked up.
Shit, man.
I'm proud of you, young man. We proud of you.
Oh, that's huge.
That's awesome.
Salute. Appreciate y'all.
That's huge, man. Congrats.
Yep.
That's really awesome, man. Next to him, I'm gonna pass it to my man, Big Jake. What's the deal?
What up, though? Boy, Mask Off Jake. Feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Bought me and my mom a new phone this week. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Feeling inspired. I watched Stockton on My Mind, the joint that Paul was talking about last week. Very inspiring. Y'all should check that out. Also been watching the No Limit documentary, which also inspiring. Salute to Master P, all the pioneering he did in music business and everything. Let's go.
And once again, our man with the plan on the ones and twos, the wheels of steel. Ain't no wheels of steel, but you know what it is. He handling all the tech. That's my man, Dan. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a great week. Look at me. So I'm going to try out a new way of wearing my hat. I'm doing it TI style via 05. So let's see how long this can stay on. And let's keep it up. Let's go.
And last but not least, it's your man with the plan, Big Tone in the house. My week has been sensational, man. It's going on week 4 of me eating no meat, all plant-based items. And I have to say, the first week was kind of sporadic, but I'm hanging in there, man. I'm dedicated. Me and DJ Touch, we doing it big. We promising we're not touching meat. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm doing, man. It's not a diet. It's not a veganism. It's just a change of change from the normacy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lifestyle change. So I'm embracing it. I'm discovering textures of things that's not meat, that's like meat. Like for a prime example, mushrooms. Mushrooms has the texture of meat if you cook them appropriately. So that's what I've been on. I've been on mushroom sandwiches. You know what I'm saying?
You been chefing them up?
I've been doing a little sauteing a little bit. I've been Chef Tony Orney. You know what I mean? I've been doing it big. You know what I mean?
I see it. I
Chef
can
Tony
dig
Orney. You know what I mean? I've been trying, baby.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Dan, don't be hating on my man now.
All right, come on, guys.
You know you hating, Dan.
Just on the name. Just on the name. That's it.
Chef Tony Orney.
Hey, I like it, Tom. I agree.
I just made that up, and it sound official. You know what else official? You know what else official? Show off these hats, fellas. That's official too.
Yes,
I'm putting it out there. Boom, mask off. We in the building.
Mask off.
So now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pan it down to my young boy so we can get into that minute. Go ahead, boy.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
What's good,
Motivate
y'all? What's good? Let's get it. So I want to talk to y'all about success. All right. Now, the way to succeed, it takes many trials and errors. You're going to go through a lot to just get to success. Sometimes it comes easy, and usually it does not come easy. It takes time. It takes persistency. Now, within success, what people don't know is that failure is a part of success. You have to fail in order to succeed. You have to take that L, which is not a loss. It's a lesson. You have to take that lesson, turn that loss into a lesson so you can do it again, so you can finally succeed whenever. And you don't control the timing of when you succeed. You only control your persistency. You stay persistent, turn those L's into lessons, and you will win. And it's your motivational minute. Motivational minute. And I'm Malachi Lee.
Clap it up for my young boy, man. That was powerful, man. Infinite jewels, as my man Jake say. Every week, the young one has been touching us from episode 1 with what, Jake? Say it out loud. Infinite what?
Infinite
jewels. Thank you, my brother. So what we're about to do, we are about to get into our first segment, and it's called For the Culture with my man Jake. Jake, take it away, man. You know what to do.
Sure. What up, y'all? It's Jake with For the Culture for this week. And you know how it is. For the culture means for us, man, us black people. What I want to talk about this week is very important, especially as me being a sneakerhead myself. I read this article that Roland Coit, aka Rose Spit, local personality in Detroit, co-owner of Burnt Rubber Sneaker Boutique with Rick Williams. And this is an article I came across. He posted on Instagram talking about, you know, black-owned sneaker shops. They're not getting the love that they should be getting. First and foremost, it's hard for a black person to, like, you know, start own a sneaker shop, get a loan for it, and, you know, all the credit and all that stuff. You know, it's hard to do that. And also, when they actually open the shop, it's hard to get an account with Nike, get an account with Adidas, get an account with Reebok or any other brand. And that's terrible. And we need to, like, really evaluate that. How come there's not enough, like, black-owned sneaker business that's getting accounts with Nike, getting accounts with Adidas and Reebok, when black people are the ones who set the trends? You know what I'm saying? Like black people, we, like I said, we set the trends, and white American culture, they constantly colonize and appropriate our culture, black culture, and they never show us love. There's a thing that's been going on, like a phrase that's been going on in the past few months, talking about how America loves black culture, but they don't love black people. And what I'm talking about now is pretty much what we're talking. It's pretty much that. You know what I'm saying? And it's terrible, and it's deeper than just sneaker shops. You know what I'm saying? It's just going back to just a history. Like, it's hard for us to, like, own stuff on our own because, you know, white people, they had a 400-year head start, and we built this country, and, you know what I'm saying, we don't get shit for it. We tried to like create our own, like, businesses and create our own wealth, but every time it happens, you know, it gets shut down somehow. Like America, the system, white people, they shut it down. Whether it's like burning down our community, like Rosewood and all that other shit, or whatever. But it's just super hard. It shouldn't be this hard for us to acquire wealth, and that's what we need to do. But as far as sneakers go, there's a lot of sneakers going on in a sneaker shop. It shouldn't be that hard for a black-owned shop to get an account with Nike or another brand. When we set the trends, Nike wouldn't be what it is without us. None of these brands, Adidas and Gucci and all these high-end brands and shit, they wouldn't be shit without us. We bring the steeds and the swag to their brand. They ain't shit without us. So that's what kind of pissed me off, and that's something we need to think about. And as far as, like, you know, reevaluating, like, what we put our money into and everything, especially me being a sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? So, Tone, what's up?
What I was going to say is, man, you know, we, like you said, we are the trendsetters of urban culture, American culture, the world culture. When it comes to black people, everything moves on the lines of how we gravitate to it. If we gravitate to it, everybody else rock with it, because not only that we set the trends, we also one of the leading people in consuming. You know what I'm saying? We purchased the shit. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's almost sad to see that when it comes to things that we want, we can't necessarily get to a level in which we can be successful in it because we're working for someone else, or we're trying to get approval through someone else. And that's where, let's, like, for instance, a couple of years back with Kanye West, Jake, he was trying to do his high-end level of clothing but they wouldn't open the door for him. And a lot of people got upset about the whole thing with him and Sway and talking about you don't have the answers. To be honest with you, Sway don't have the answers, just like we don't have the answers, because they now open the doors for Black people to be in a position to be distributors instead of consumers.
Yeah. Plus, this is not just like for folks that like want to like start their own thing too. It's like for successful Black folks that did start their firms. Like this is what I do at work. Like it is that they constantly complain that like they can't get the loans to grow their firms. They can't get the capital and things like that to like start to like start up stuff or to grow. So it's a constant chain, and it's tough. It's tough.
That's crazy that you say that, because
I totally agree.
Go ahead, Malachi.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, it's just a missing of a partnership. You know what I'm saying? They partner with these Caucasian businesses and Caucasian firms and all that and all those things, because when you get a loan, that is a partnership. You know what I'm saying? When these companies are getting help with the government, that's a partnership. You know, they believe in your service, they believe in whatever you got going on, because you gotta come and lay the plans out. So okay, you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, we'll give you the money for it. That's a partnership. So the fact that we're being skipped out as African Americans that want to get a partnership, want to get a foot ahead, because this country is built on credit. You know what I'm saying? And so they giving out these loans to build the wealth. You got to have the same thing on the Black people's end. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, and I love this segment that Jake is having, because, you know, the culture that, like you said, the culture that we create and we consume and we make thrive, you're not even letting us in on the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Because we really would take it to a next level if we was in places of position when it comes to fashion and culture. Then you really see something happen.
So piggyback off what you're saying, they may let one in, but they're not going to let us all in. You know what I mean? Like they may let Jay-Z in, and Jay-Z in head of this. And then if you think about it, Jay-Z don't even own nothing. He's an employee. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny to me how, you know, it comes to a point where just that one person is good enough. It shouldn't be just that one person good enough. It should work for the whole society. It should work for all of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. They look out for each other. We need to have more opportunities for each other. Period.
Yeah, man. Just on that point too, man. I'm glad you said that, because that's like again inside these networks of like Black owned, like folks that own stuff. It's hard to get them to network or to reach out and to like build up to, and yeah. So like and it's more so because of the fact that they know that they got in and like they just want to keep their thing right, and they just kind of they don't reach out the way you want them to, and it's tough.
Yeah.
Pretty much, man. Let us in this motherfucker, man. We built all this shit.
Facts.
All this.
Facts.
They keep talking about make America great again. We're the reason why America's great. We're the reason. We built this shit. Our ancestors built this shit. Everything that is great about America is based on how you exploit us. We're the reason why America is so called great. So, but that's deeper in a whole nother broader thing. Go ahead, Tone.
But see, even in the way we conversate about how things are so unjust with us, there's always a point where someone is like asking a question or pleading to a figure or a mythical being. Let us in. Okay. Let us in. You know what I'm saying? It's always that. You know what I mean? And I get to a point where I'm thinking in my head, why the fuck I gotta ask you shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't your shit. And you know what I'm saying? You have basically came up off the backs of Black people and indigenous people. Your whole entire ancestral line has been based off on the backs of other people. Fuck you. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I'm not asking you for shit. You know what I'm saying?
And plus on that too, it's like, that is the the mindset that you need to have, like to start and grow stuff on your own, because when you're constantly trying to reach out to it, like the capitalist class will not just let you in because they want it for themselves, right? so it's you have to find like some type of gateway into that road and grow. But I mean, but then that kind of but then the next step that I've learned in like the last few years is like, let's just say you do get in. It's like, do you get in and like change things, or do you get in and just become a part of it? And a lot of them just become a part of
the system,
of the whole thing. And it's, man, like it is.
We're gonna have Jake say one more thing, because this is his segment, and we're gonna roll out. Jake, we get heated tonight on 16, baby.
No. Everything y'all saying is I agree with, but I'm when I say let us in, I'm not saying like, oh, let us do what we like we can't do for ourselves, because we can, but there's history of us doing for ourselves, and y'all come and fuck it up. They come and fuck it up. Like Rosewood, like Tulsa, and all that shit. Black Panther, all that stuff. There's a lot of time when we do take matters into our own hands and do what we need to do, and the system comes and fucks it up. And then they try to be like, oh, they try to plant some shit on us like we were doing some illegal shit or whatever. And that wasn't the case. They just want to keep us oppressed. They don't want us to, like, you know what I'm saying, acquire wealth. They don't want us to prosper. They don't want us to do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So no matter, like, we gotta operate on even higher level than that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's taking matters in our own hands to let us in or whatnot. We gotta think like taking matters to our own hands, and we gotta think of like strategy of like, these motherfuckers gonna come for us. They're gonna try to take us down. We gotta play chess on these motherfuckers. That's pretty much it. But yeah, it's deeper than just a sneaker shit, pretty much.
No, facts.
But that's
it's way
culture. If you wanna know more information about it, go to like revolt.com, type in black owned sneakers, the article will pop up and whatever, and just keep supporting black owned businesses. That's Jake. My mascot Jake, that's for the culture. Tone, what's up?
What up, though? That was excellent, my brother. You stay giving us what the culture needs, you know what I'm saying? So another thing too, to piggy off you, I'm gonna put you up on game, man. And the way we following through with that, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about a young lady, man. She is pretty dope. Her name is Santia Deck. And I'm gonna put you up on some game, man. This young lady, she is the face of the Women's Football Association League. They running her face, and she's pretty dope. She's a running back. But I'm not here to talk about those beautiful accolades. I'm here to talk about, this is the only athletic female who started her own sneaker brand. It's called Tronas. Can you give me a clip, please?
Wow.
See that? That's her shoe. You know what I'm saying? It's fit so you can run. You know what I'm saying? Aerodynamic so you can get everything you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, she coming out with some dynamic colors. This is black-owned business that we supporting. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting you on game. If you want, you can go to Tronas, put your order in, check out her shoes. Boom. Vibration is real right here. Boom. Okay. Fellas, what y'all think about this shoe? It's called Tronas.
Yeah, I'm rocking with it. I love it. First female with a shoe, man, that's tight right there.
First female athlete with a shoe. Boom. She's only 27 years old in the game. You know what I'm saying? 27 years old.
Wait, is this first female athlete with like owning her own shoe?
I'm sure like her
she's
own
coming out with her own brand of shoe.
Okay.
Her shoe.
Her own brand.
Shoe. Her own
that's
brand.
a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game.
Her own brand. She's not with Nike. She's not with Adidas. This is her brand, her shoe. Period.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
That's what it is right there. I'm for that.
Major salute to her. That's majorly inspiring. That's pioneer right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Starting our own. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. I love it. You feel me? And that's what it's gonna take. It's really us getting up, and it's not only starting our own, but when we see a person like this, we need to support our own as well, because that's another issue. Is that, you know, these black companies that try to get big, they don't get the major support from the black dollar. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem, because we've been conditioned to spend money with the white man and not with the black man. You know what I'm saying? And we've been also conditioned to not handle our business properly. You feel me? So it's the lack of business being handled, and them just not wanting to spend with the black man, but they'll run to spend with the white man. And so I love stuff like this, man. That is great. This is what we need. We need this culture shifting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So big salute to her, man.
Once again, her name is Santia Deck. She's 27 years old. She's out of San Diego, California. And like you said, my brother Malachi, is we need to support black businesses. You know what I mean? Despite what anybody say, we need to stop supporting other businesses that don't support us. Because at the end of the day, we lose majorly when we don't have a mom and pop store that help us. We lose when we don't have a Santia Deck or Carl Kanye or Across Colors. And these are some of the things that we've been featuring on this show. So understand, like we showing you. Go ahead, Dan. We showing you.
Yeah, man, and just on that point too. Here's a sad fact that inside the last 5 months now, but because of this whole thing, 40% of black-owned firms are going to close down because of the stuff that's happening now. And 40%. Just with that, and that's the most across the whole U.S. too. So it's like, I think it's
40% in Michigan or
across the U.S.
What?
40% of black-owned firms are.
That's crazy.
And I think for white-owned, that's that I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's like 21%. But yeah, it's bad, and it's going to get worse, and we need to make it like a hard, work hard to make sure that we turn that back around once we're done too.
Another thing too, I know we've all been seeing on Facebook, on Instagram, on any social media outlet, a black company that's having these black brands that they putting up there. Don't be afraid to do work with them. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these businesses out there, like Daniel said, they struggling to hold on, and they're trying to transition to not only the physical world but to the virtual world. So they need that virtual dollar. They need that virtual currency to stay afloat. So while we talking about small businesses, let's start with ours first. At the end of the day, I don't care if it's a T-shirt. I don't care if it's a pair of socks. You see a company on there and you do your research and you verify it's black owned, because that's what we all should be on at this point in the game. Black owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? We should be pushing that to the forefront. Jake, go.
Yeah, just and real quick, like I said, like Tone said, black owned. What I said at the beginning, I was talking about watching the No Limit documentary. A lot of people give Master P shit because, talking about everything. You said exactly, they give him shit for making always say his music was trash and whatever. That's subjective. But No Limit was black owned. It was black owned. He did what a lot of motherfuckers in hip hop did not do. You know what I'm saying? He's really about that money. He was really about ownership. He was talking about black ownership, and that's what Master P represents. Every time I hear that name, that's what I think of. Black ownership. Saved Snoop Dogg's life because he showed Snoop Dogg ownership. Snoop Dogg wasn't taught ownership on Death Row. He was taught ownership when he got with Master P. No Limit. No Limit, that's a very powerful name. There's no limit to what us black people can do, and that's what the fuck it is. So that's what it But for me, that's step one. But then step two is once they get to that top, how do they reach back out, and how do they try to grow it outside of just that I got mine outside.
That's so true. That is so true.
That is true.
That is so true.
But that's what Master P definitely does. Master P is an incredible businessman. Yeah, I'm just like he's the blueprint because like he produces these movies, uses all black cast. You know what I'm saying? That all produced off his dollar, and he's employing these black people to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you do it. And Master P has his own shoes too. You know, he got a luxury brand of sneakers, Manyatis. So I've been following Master P for the last like year or two, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, he making them say
Making your feet say shit. What the fuck with the sneakers and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully your feet don't say because
hopefully your feet don't say that means them bitches hurting. Them bitches like
take those shoes off.
I was just saying, I was just saying, P, you know, he got the right mindset. And we all need to be on that mindset, you know what I'm saying? And we can't wait for motherfuckers to give shit. We got to get it for our own, you know what I'm saying? Not saying Master P ain't doing that, but I'm just trying to say I salute that man. That's all.
So on this episode, this 16th episode, we're gonna keep that energy flowing. We're gonna roll into our group discussion. We got 2 topics. Number 1, I'm gonna keep it going, and it's gonna be about the contract with Black America. I'm gonna pass that to my man Jake. Let's start it up. Let's keep it rolling. Boom.
So, and last week, I was watching a Breakfast Club interview with Ice Cube, and he was presenting a contract with Black America addressing racial inequality, and this is a very dope and it's a very good contract, and I feel like everybody should really look this up, read it, and everything because it's very important. And this is something we should have done a long time ago. Salute to Ice Cube. But there's a lot of things he's talking about. Like, well, for one, he's talking about black opportunity and representation. And a couple of things he's talking about is making Juneteenth a federal holiday, making more voting polling sites in minorities and black neighborhoods. Also making mandatory civil rights and anti-racism classes in elementary school. That's under black opportunity and representation. Also, he got a lot of things for about bank lending and finance reform. One thing he's talking about is banks must lend a minimum of 13.4% to black-owned businesses for individuals.
Wow, capitalism is a good system. All right. I'm just gonna let that pass for right now.
Oh shit! But also like judicial and public, judicial and public policy reform. The one thing that stuck out to me is the constitutional amendment codifying expansion of the 13th Amendment by the courts. The amendment will abolish slavery in any form, including as a punishment for crime allowed by the 13th Amendment for prison inmates. Further, it will declare unconstitutional any government-run system that does provide services on an equal basis to all citizens and communities. Also, police reform. We ain't really got to talk about police reform because police is fucked up. But there's a lot of things on here, man. Also, entertainment industry reform and reparations. That's another thing that was interesting because we need to see more of us on the screen and a lot of our stories more represented on the screen. I know that one thing that I noticed that like a certain movie or black actor or actress will get praised for like a movie in the Oscars, like one movie during the Oscars, and then I won't hear from them again or some shit. Like that's one thing I fucking noticed about things. And also like monuments and institutions. One thing talking about is like eliminating all Confederate statues, rename all streets, schools, public structures, towns, scholarships, etc. after Confederate soldiers and leaders. Rename them shits. More memorial built in Washington D.C. to victims of police excessive force. So yeah, this is a really interesting contract. There's some things that we agree with. There's some things on there that we might disagree with or whatever, but it's worth checking out. Check the shit out and comment on it. It's asked you to comment on the website. It asks you to comment on it because we want all y'all opinions and it could be like changed or whatever. I know Daniel heard something he disagreed with or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? That's why you should read it and comment on it or whatever. But this is a very interesting contract. So, Tom, what's up?
I just think, man, it's dynamic to have all these things pointed out. And when I said at the beginning of this, I think it was episode 6 when we started talking about we fed up, and we hitting the streets and we doing all this. One of the biggest things that I was thinking about was, well, after all this protesting, what's the agenda? What's the plan? This is a nice step into what a clear plan should be. You know what I'm saying? And if this is like the template for it, this is a great idea on the aspects of what Black people talk about that they want, what they need. And I'm sure, like I always talk about, reparations is on that list. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I find that it's just after looking at it, I find it to be a great starting point for a template. Malachi.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. And to piggyback off what you said, Tom, this is exactly what protesting should lead to or should be about. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something to protest for. Like, if we submit this to the government and they saying, no, we ain't doing that, then we protest. You know what I'm saying? Because we got something strategic backing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like. I like moving with strategy. You know what I'm saying? What are we going to strategically do? And this is a point blank clear strategy. This is a what we want in black and white, literally. You know what I'm saying? And so I love the fact that Ice Cube is coming together and using his platform to do things like this, because this is what's going to really create change. Because this is really it's going to put the pressure on them to say, well, what do y'all want? What do y'all want? This is what we want. It's all right here in black and white. Read through it and let's put some signatures to it.
Dan, your thoughts?
Yeah, same here. What I like about this is the fact that it takes like a bunch, or if most of the points that we've talked about, not just here, but in these last few months too. And I mean, this is stuff that's happened for years. So, but they took these points and they made them into a concise sheet. So yeah, one, we can present the whole thing, sure. But what I like about this is that it takes multiple points where each person that is inside the cause, like they can look at like the point that they can help with the most, and like work on that point. And like we can all just have like we can all have our own part in like how we can get these things done. Right. Yeah, because there was like a lot, like there's a lot of groups that are constantly trying to push. There's been a lot of groups in the last, I mean, from the 60s to now, that like tried to get stuff done, and then of course like they might get some stuff, but then they just get lots of stuff occurred. But with this gives us a path to go to move ahead too. So
great, brother. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pass it to Jake. After Jake, I'm gonna hit up that chat, and I know we got some fire in the chat. See what's going on with them. Jake, your thoughts?
All I gotta say is like this is what we need to be on. Like all that protest, I'm sure one of y'all said this already, but all that protest and stuff, yeah, it's good. It's good to show our frustration and anger and whatever, and let America know that we can't take this shit no more. But we got to move differently. We got to move more strategically, and this contract is a very good example of that. It might not be the absolute answer to it, but it's a step in the right direction. And we all should just like everybody, every black person in America should check out this contract and comment on it. Like I was saying.
I'm sorry, Malachi, you had something?
Yeah. I just want to say real quick, like I don't really get why they really don't want African Americans to play, because it's only 13% of us. If we were strong on our own, that's just making America stronger itself. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense. Hey man, don't get me started on this.
Like it's really idiotic. Like we all in the same house.
I want you to get started on this, Daniel. We want you to get started on this. Go ahead.
The short thing is that the U.S. we need somebody down like all right. So there's the whole class like system here that we have here, and it's like for the whole like white structure to work, somebody has to be below the white, and that's what black is here,
that makes sense. Wow.
And it can't change. White can change. White changed throughout the whole history of whiteness. Like white was just like the UK, and they like that was it. Like Greeks and like I don't know, like Greeks and like a bunch of more like white folks weren't white at the start of this stuff, but it reached a point where it's like once they all began to join, they decided to like join them. They decided to accept them into the whiteness, and lately you see it a lot more with like the so like you see it a lot more with all non-blacks as well. So like all non-blacks slowly kind of go into this white group, and once they get into there, they kind of enjoy like the what's so great about like whiteness here, but to keep that up, like they have to have something that's not white and that's black, and like that's why it's constantly there.
I totally agree with you, my brother. I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna move forward. Two things. Biden was absolutely correct in his way of thinking and his way of talking lately. I don't know if y'all heard him when he said that Latin America, they're very diverse in their way of thinking and their way of talking compared to black. That piggybacks off what Dan just said, because when it comes to non-black people, you have a choice to go, hey, look, I'm gonna be Cuban, I'm gonna be whatever, I'm gonna be Mexican, you're gonna be brown, or opposed to your straight hair making you just eccentric and exotic looking, but you're still white. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them come and assimilate and identify with being white first and foremost, because they get taught, and we all know they get taught, if you are black, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with no black person over there. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna head to the chat. Jake, what I got in the chat, man?
Yeah, word. I'm on YouTube right now. Shout out to I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but Aria Moody.
Yeah.
I know she's tapped in with us a bunch of times, but
yeah, she's been rocking with us for a minute. Shout out to her.
YouTube.
Shout out to her.
Yeah. Yeah, but shout out to her. She's commented a lot like a motherfucker. Jackfruit is another meat substitute, she says. She also says
okay.
Laws were established to keep us from gaining. True. Also said we looked out for each other when we all had each other. But once we bought into the lie that we were accepted, we stopped believing we needed each other to start living.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's so true. That's so true. That's good.
So shout out to you, Aria Moody. Appreciate you always rocking with us every episode. Also, shout out to C. Barron. Yeah, that's all I got. You know,
anything you got, Malachi, in the chat?
Yeah, I mean YouTube is going dumb, but you know that's Facebook. You know, yeah.
Ain't nothing popping on Facebook. We'll get Facebook together. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but we'll get it together. Show your love, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope. We here now. We going to another special group discussion. Is our second segment. I'm gonna give it to the young boy, man, because he been on fire. Go ahead, young boy. Let us know what it is, Malachi. Let's start it up. Group discussion number 2.
What's good, y'all? Yeah, so this group discussion is going to be about domestic violence. Now, a few episodes ago, maybe a month ago, we discussed domestic violence, and in that episode, I gave my opinion that I didn't understand why women would stay in a situation where they was in that situation, you know. And I just didn't get it. And Jake, I think it was Jake and Tone, they both gave me a different perspective that day that helped me grow in my viewpoint. I have a friend of mine that recently made an Instagram post. She'll remain anonymous, and she discussed her situation dealing with domestic violence. And I'm going to read the post that she made. She said, let's talk about it, domestic violence or not. I'd rather just leave these pictures here, or I could post pictures/videos from a couple of years of small incidents or not. I stayed there because I wanted to help. I wanted to be there. That man lost his father a couple of years ago. And hasn't sought therapy and uses his music to suppress it. And when his feelings about his father overwhelmed him, I was his dumping ground. You can't help someone who is not ready to help themselves and who's used to being surrounded by enablers and not allies. I kept questioning about what happened that made him do this, but y'all are asking the wrong question. I could tell you everything that led up to this, but honestly, I don't know what made him do this to me. And when someone hits you in the face, they want people to see it. So here you go, because ain't no secrets here. A week today and my face is much better, but I'm still healing on the inside. I'm in therapy and my daughter is okay. I really appreciate everyone who's gathered around me and covered me in care and prayers, but guys, I'm just not in a position to keep sharing this because I like to heal. So here's my one and only post about it. Please check on your strong fans, pull up on them, and because no one was there that night when I was afraid, when I was blacking out and I really needed someone, anyone. Please tell anyone who needs it to seek therapy and walk away because you don't owe anyone anything. Share your stories or don't, but carry around someone else's demons on you, but don't carry around someone else's demons on your spirit. Luckily, my energy, my vibe is still in. Yeah, this was majorly heavy for me because I knew her personally, and she deepened my perspective on what happens. She saw that this young black man was hurt himself, and he was doing this in a way to almost to cope with his pain, and she wanted to help. She wanted to be that beacon of light for him, and I just think that is very powerful. And the fact that she has grown from this and is sharing her story so others can grow, I think it's incredible.
I think it's phenomenal too. I just want to say, man, I'm glad that the people who was inflicted harm upon is getting help and getting therapy and being in a position where they can move forward. Because one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to have that trauma go unchecked. Because if that trauma goes unchecked, that leads to hurting people. And I say this a lot. In most cases, who knows how this young man has been hurt in his life? You know what I'm saying? Who knows how he has been coping with whatever he's been coping with. And I'm not saying that to make an excuse for nobody, because of the fact that you put your hands on a woman, that's not cool at all. You know what I mean? And us as men, we all at different points in our life. And I have to say, I was at a point in my life where things didn't necessarily go the way this should have went with a female. You know what I mean? Did I regret it? Hell yeah, I regretted it. You know what I mean? Because that's not my character, and that's just not the way I was brought up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad she was able to move forward from it. I don't know what led to her being in a position where she was becoming a what's it called, a punching bag. You know what I mean? Because that's not cool. You know what I mean? Right. Jake, go ahead.
Yeah, Tone, you took the words right out of my fucking mouth with that one. So pretty much, you know what? Like, I always wanted to be helpful, and when people was going through shit, I always wanted to make sure, you know what I'm saying, check on them, make sure make sure they doing all right and all that stuff. And I want to make sure people are doing their best and all that. And that's why I understand why she was sympathetic to that situation. But at the same time, and it's just going to everybody, especially in domestic violence situations. But you are not a punching bag, literally or figuratively. You are not a punching bag. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know you want to help, but sometimes people gotta help them. Sometimes people gotta help themselves. And I'm not. I don't know if that was insensitive or not, but as far as for you, I'm not saying not have compassion for people, but don't lose yourself in that situation. And that happens a lot. And that happens in domestic violence situation. That's happening in just regular friendship situations. That happens all the time in all type of relationships. It does. So yeah, that's all I got.
That's what's up, man. You know, it's unfortunate that these things occur. Dan, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, from what I saw with this, and like once you like read that note, it just kind of showed just how complex these things can be. So this is not just a oh man, well let me leave, because like she has like she thought she was trying to help. She thought she was trying to do like these great things, and who knows why, and but that's this like this whole thing like it is just like to be hit is like just like the top like thing that you see, but like there's so many like there's so much complex work or just like complex like just thoughts and that kind of can that can affect that too.
Yeah, go ahead, Malachi.
And also, you know, the only time that you should offer your help like that is when you see in that person's spirit that they want to change. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. You're gonna spend energy that could have been spent towards something else. Because when you spend out energy, you want it to give a return. You know, you want that thing to be complete, whatever you spending that energy towards. And if it's falling on deaf ears, it's not gonna work. It'll never work until that person is like, I need help, and they know they need help. You know what I'm saying? Then you can have patience with somebody because they're trying, they're making strides, they're progressing, and so you can water that seed that's growing. But if somebody's just desolate, then it's not gonna work. And another thing, you know, Black men have been through a lot of post-traumatic stress. You know what I'm saying? And we need therapy for this. And they don't know they've been through some trauma. Like you shouldn't see somebody dying that young, or you shouldn't see somebody getting beat up like that. You know what I'm saying? It's people in these whatever these situations are is really trauma, and that trauma needs to be dealt with first. Whether they've been hurt directly, someone close to them died, any of these incidents, these major events that cause a negative effect, that's trauma, and it's got to be dealt with.
Yeah, and unfortunately, what normally happens in our community and other communities as well is trauma does not get the necessary support that it needs, and then what happens is it's turned into a generational thing. And you know, when you start seeing your dad and your mom getting beat the hell up in the house, that kid normally start doing two or three things, acting out, doing the same thing that he or she has done, whether it be sexually, whether it be physically acting out. Most boys, they have a lot of anger. You know what I'm saying? Most girls, I can't even say most, but a lot of young ladies, when they exhibit these things, they try to run away from the situations. And all these topics correlate to what we've been talking about in a lot of our group discussions. You know what I'm saying? Certain things lead to. I'm sorry. Certain things lead to so many array of negative energies that may take place. Like, you know, we were just talking not too long ago about sexual abuse and sexual assault and pedophiles in the community, and how all this trauma is topped off for each one. You know what I'm saying? So breaking those barriers, man, cutting it at the door. You know what I mean? It's not just something you happen that just happened to you when you was a kid. It's about cutting those negative barriers and putting a fork through it and getting through it and trying to work through it, so the next generation don't have to be a victim or succumb to what you've experienced in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, the four of us, we've all accepted some type of thing. You know what I mean? And I know when I was growing up, my whole thing is when I become an adult, I know I'm not going to do this to my kids. And I live by that. And I hold myself, accountable to that every day.
Salute to you, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the hotline.
Some little nigga or something. I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all talking to, because I ain't no little nigga. I'll beat your ass. I'll whoop your motherfucking ass.
You're coming in at the worst time right now.
Whoa. I don't know who you think you talking to. Whoa. I ain't the one. I ain't the one. I'm that nigga that'll beat your ass. I'll whoop your motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck if I was double parked. I don't care. I'll whoop your ass. I'll break you off with a 2-piece combo. No biscuit, no butter. I don't care. I don't know what the fuck.
What is going on? Oh my God.
Whose unk is this, man?
It's my unk. I keep telling you.
Let me tell you something. This whole damn thing got me all up in arms, got me all pissed off. This whole thing. You know what? This remind me of this dumbass movie. This remind me of this dumbass movie I was watching the other day. I was watching this movie called Pleasantville the other day. This is some dumbass shit. You know, there's a movie, Pleasantville, came out in like 1998 or 99 or some shit. It's about two white teenagers who get trapped in a 1950s sitcom, and it's all black and white and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing, you know, they walking around all in Pleasantville and everything, and it's all black and white and stuff. And every time somebody does something real, every time somebody does something like you know, like have sex, or if a housewife want to like leave the crib and they don't want to like cook dinner and shit, and they want to go out and have a night on the town and stuff, all the characters in the black and white sitcom, they start to gain color. And I was like, oh shit, they gaining color. And then all the citizens of Pleasantville, they starting to get all up in arms, and they starting to get all mad and start rioting and shit. Like, what's all these colored people coming from? Why they gain color and we black and white? They different and all this shit. And then they had like a whole like meeting in the court hall downtown. And all the black and white people are on the floor, and all the colored people are in the balcony, like all hot and shit and everything. This whole
anything.
This whole motherfucking movie is about racism. Racism. Ain't this a bitch? This movie is about racism, and there ain't one black person in the movie. One black person in the movie. Not one person of color in the movie. It's all white people. You trying to do a movie about racism, ain't no person of color in the whole goddamn movie. Are you serious? I see you. You're trying to do a message. You're trying to convey a message talking about, oh, America and society, they're racist and all this other stuff. But if you're gonna do a movie about racism and being prejudiced, put some motherfucking people of color in the movie. Don't put a movie with all goddamn white people. What kind of shit is that?
That's true.
What kind of bullshit is that? That's why I hate the movie. That's why Pleasantville was pleasant, because there weren't no people of color in that motherfucker. That's what it was. All right, I'm tired of all these white people. I'm tired of all these white filmmakers making making movies about racism and everything, and they up here talking, and it ain't no black people in the movie. Like X-Men. X-Men ain't nothing about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. That's all it's about. All X-Men is about is Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. That's all it's about. That's it. That's all the whole damn thing. Professor Charles Xavier is Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X, Magneto is Malcolm X. That's what the whole damn thing is about. That's it. Just like Zootopia. They making a movie about racism with Zootopia. Us all these animals. Oh, white. This is what white people saying. Oh, okay. Let's make a movie about racism. We should put black people in it. Oh, I don't want black people in it. Let's put animals in it, because white people love animals more than black people. That's the whole damn thing. I'm sick of this bullshit. Goddamn. This is white people scared. They don't want to call out their own shit. That's all they don't want to call out their shit. That's it. White people, y'all shitty. That's it. Just say y'all shitty. Just say y'all ain't being shit for the past 400 years. That's all you gotta do. That's all the fuck you gotta do. God damn. This remind me of this time when I was at Henry the Hatter downtown, and I'm going there and
oh my God, this is Dr. Mask, you're on mute, Dr. Mask.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. A little discombobulated today. As you guys seen last week, I was out and about in the city of Detroit, moving around, getting a cure. Found the cure. The products are on my website, or you can check out last week's episode.
Your products, Dr. Mask.
Thank you. That's just like a brother. Shout out to you, Dr. Mask.
Yeah. And that's
what you're doing. We supposed to be supporting black businesses. Come on, bro. We supposed to be supporting black businesses here. As you may, Dr. Mask, as you may.
Thank you. Now, I'm gonna take a little different approach this week. Now, as I mentioned, I've been mentioning these Karens of the female species, but I will have you know, there is a male Karen, and we call them Ken. Yes, simple, Ken. Now, we have a male Karen here, Ken, in his actual habitat, and we're gonna peek and see what happens.
Look, it's Karen's cousin. Let's go, Tom.
I don't know who Karen is.
I know you don't know. Trust me. Everybody else will.
I asked you if you what business do you have here?
You don't have any right. What right do you have to ask me that question?
I just want to point out his stance. Hand on the hip.
And I can answer anything I damn well please, and I can tell you go to hell if I damn well please too. So how about that?
I'm calling the Palm Beach County Sheriff non-emergency number.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
If he's
Go ahead.
calling the police now.
Tell them to put a rush on it so you can waste their time and mine.
Yes, we have a person who is riding a bicycle around who's not a resident of the community.
Riding a bicycle around. That's what he's calling her on.
If she was visiting someone, and she said she wasn't, and she didn't live here. When I asked her,
yeah. So he's calling the officer, calling the police on her for riding a bicycle in the neighborhood. Now, I just want to point out his body language, his stance here. This is a prime Ken move here. The I'm on the phone with the cops. Is what they call it, and he's in a very comfortable stance because he's in his habitat. Now, another thing that you don't possibly know about this situation is, you could, because you saw it in the caption. It says this man was fired. Yes, so he was actually fired from his job from harassing this woman. His company released a statement on his firing, and you can read it there. And they even put his credentials up as well. So that is good because it just shows that these companies are taking matters into their own hands. You know, this guy was a member of their company, and they fired him for being a Ken. Yes, Tom.
Dr. Mask, I'm starting to get very annoyed with this situation, and I'm going to explain to you why. I'm starting to get annoyed with the people who are filming these people, the black people that are filming these people. To me personally, you are adding to the issue too by you taking out your camera and entertaining their energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to a point with me is to, why is it so important for you to continue in dialogue when you already assess that this dude is on some bullshit? Why didn't you just get on your fucking bike and just roll? You know what I'm saying? I talk to police when he come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to fucking sit and wait for you. You own me at this point. That's the way I'm feeling. Like they're a prisoner. They're a captive to a Ken or a Karen at that point when they stop and engage in dialogue with these people. How can that change, Dr. Mask?
Yeah, I totally understand your point there, Tom. And I want to say it goes both ways. Now, in some instances, you can get away smoothly and cleanly. You know, no issue there. But oftentimes, even when someone does try to get away, that Ken or that Karen will follow. You know, and they can get kind of aggressive. Even when they don't get answers, that's when they really get aggressive, is when they question someone and the person says nothing at all. They get really irate then. You know, so some people take the stance to entertain the Karen to kind of keep the Karen calm so they don't fully rage out and attack. So it can be seen both ways. In some instances, when you can keep it moving, keep it moving. In others, they have to record so they can have the evidence that we are being harassed. Yes, Daniel.
I wanted to ask, have you met a white person named Byron before, Dr. Mask?
I have not. And that's not even Dr. Mask science there. I just, me as a black man, I've never met a white guy named Byron. Now, I know about 4 black Byrons, but no white.
Me too.
It's very interesting.
Do you think that goes with him being a kin, or is that just odd?
I want to say this is an odd case because usually the name of the perpetrator, which is the Karen or kin, they have a name that could be, typical, if I could say. No disrespect at all. But you have your common names that, just seem common. But I think his parents actually attempted to break the Karen and kin curse off their son by giving him this name, but he chose the opposite as he grew up. Sad.
I know what we need for kin. We need a Kevontae or a Debo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of his ass. You ain't gonna be holding me captive. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ask Dr. Mask one last thing, and I'm gonna give it to Jake if he got any questions. Dr. Mask, with this new species we've just come across, these male Karens, these Kens, are they in a position to procreate?
Excellent question, Tom. Excellent question. Now, yes, they are. Now, when a Ken gets with a non-Karen, it produces a half-bred Karen or Ken, whether it be a girl or a boy, right? Now, that choice to follow either the mother or the father, whoever has the Ken or Karen gene, that child has the choice to either follow that gene or follow the normal gene. Now, it's simply on the choice of the child. And that will be determined early on in the playground. With that first interaction with a young black boy or young black girl, if they tell or if they try to snitch or anything, it's birthed right there, and it usually grows and flourishes even further. Now, on the other instance, you have when 2 Karens meet, when 2 Karens procreate, a Karen and a Ken, it's a sad day. That's a that child is fully bred Karen or Ken. And it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult for that child to break that mold. They have to first acknowledge that it is an issue, that their parents gave it to them, and that they can reverse it.
Wow. Well, Jake, you got anything to Dr. Mask?
All I gotta say is Karens, Kens, Kyles, all you motherfuckers. Like, I'm tired of y'all with this bullshit, man. Like, come on. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That's all I gotta say.
We know a cow, and we love that cow. Cow, you have nothing to do with this. We love you.
We're talking about Kens and Byrons here.
No. Kyle O'Neal, we fucks with you, but I'm talking about the other Kyle. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah.
Dr. Mask, once again, we say thank you, man, for all the work you've done. Seeing you on the field, just whipping up some shit, it just really touched our spirit and our hearts, man. Continue to do the excellent work you're doing. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll get some testimony on some of the work that you're putting together. I really do appreciate you. Mask off Dan, mask off Jake. Appreciate you too. And mask off Malachi. If he's ever around, I'm sure he'll appreciate you as well.
But until then, please get off my show, Dr. Mask. We have to continue.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're going to go into quick hits, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start quick hits. And wow. We're going to start first with the first one is with the young man, Jonathan Isaac. He chose not to wear Black Lives Matter t-shirt. And also he refused to take a knee during these COVID NBA bubble games. And it's kind of messed up. During the same game, he injures his ACL. So I don't know if that's the ancestors saying You should take a knee, nigga, or what? I don't know what that is, but what's your thoughts, Dan?
Yeah, man, this sucks. It like the whole team took the knee at this point. It's like just join the team. I mean, with this, and it's just and then the fact that he kind of blows out his knee that same game just kind of shows that his mind was just not in the right place. right, you know, he was so caught up in trying to make this stance, and he fucked his knee up.
Jake, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, man, the irony is kind of fucking me up on this one, dog. Pretty much. It's like, goddamn. It sucks. Like basketball player tear your ACL, but then like, I don't know, man. That's shit.
I want to say this before. Matter of fact, go ahead, Malachi. Your thoughts on this? Jonathan Isaac, he did not take a knee and he refused to wear a Black Lives Matter shirt, and then he tore his ACL in the same game. His volume is not on, so yeah, his volume's not. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I watched the interview that he had after the game, and what he was saying was that he doesn't believe that taking a knee or wearing that shirt will go hand in hand with what is needed for Black lives, and his belief in Jesus Christ is what will prevail if everybody, because Jesus is a forgiving God, so he just gave their life to Christ. We will all live in this equal world, you know. So that's his stance, and I agree with him on that take. As far as Jesus Christ goes, now I am with the Black Lives Movement, but I see his point. He's saying that that's not going to help that, and in some instances he is right. And the ACL is honestly, that's something different. Like sometimes God will test you when you take a stance for him, and you stand up for what you believe. God will kind of test you to see if you really gonna keep standing on that faith. If anybody knows about the story of Job, that's exactly what happened with Job. He was tested heavily to see if he was gonna still stand on his faith, and so that's what happens. And I'm hoping he will keep his stance.
It sounds like you saying he getting tested by his ACL getting torn too. So, wow, that's crazy. We're gonna keep it going. There's an ESPN analyst, Dan Lepetard. He also chimed in on this situation, and he made a post on Twitter wondering if Jonathan Isaac's torn ACL is funny. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Black Lives Matter and him tearing his ACL. Your thoughts, Malachi?
Yeah, it's not funny. Nobody tearing their ACL is funny, no matter what stance they took. You know what I'm saying? Even if you disagree on their stance, that's still somebody's body part that's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's way of living is being, you know, been put, you know, in harm or on hold.
Yeah.
So that's not funny in any instance. You know what I'm saying? You can disagree on somebody all day long, but that ain't funny business.
Jake, your thoughts?
I was just laughing at the shit like a fucking asshole myself, but
Jake's sick, man.
I was talking to you, Jake.
I was laughing like a motherfucker, like it's not funny, but shit, it's just I'm laughing at the irony of the whole situation. So right. Yeah, there you go.
How about you, Dan?
Yeah, man. All right, Jake. I think you can laugh, but he can't make that joke. That's
no, he can't. No. Him, no. Fuck him. But in general, go ahead. Keep it going, Dan.
That's what I was saying. He can't make that joke, man. It's you out of place. We're going to the next one. Burger King employee gets shot on the job. 2 days on the job. You know what I'm saying? By a Hispanic man. The young man was 22 years old. His girlfriend complained about the delay in the order. And she said, well, I'm going to get my husband. She leaves with the order. The man comes back, and then he him and the gentleman, he calls the guy outside that's working Burger King. This young man, he calls him outside. They get in a fight, and the Hispanic man tells his wife, "Go get the fire." She comes back with the fire, which is the gun. Bang bang, kills him instantly. So we put this on the quick hits as a dialogue. Let's go, Dan. What's your thoughts on this?
No, this is, I mean, to me, what is 2 points. One, the fact that they're trying to just constantly bring folks back to work inside these times when everybody's high stress, like that's point one. Point two is just that, I mean, this is just pointless death. Like there's no excuse for this at all. And it's just pointless.
Malachi, thoughts?
And you're on mute again, Malachi.
And we can't hear Malachi. We're gonna go to Jake.
Yeah, man, this is stupid shit at its finest, man. Was this really necessary? What was it really? Like this? It wasn't. Not at all. Malachi.
Go ahead, Malachi.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, take your L. You know what I'm saying? You lost the fight. Just take your L and go home. You invited him outside. Like, come on, just take your L. It's all good.
From another standpoint,
man in the way outside.
That's what I was about to say. From my standpoint, you got to start being smart about shit. You know what I'm saying? Despite him being 22, he got common sense, man. There's no way I'm leaving work. I'm at work and going outside and getting into an altercation when I should be inside ringing them damn orders up. That's why they be so fucking late anyway for orders, because you're trying to be outside fighting. Unfortunately, you lost your life, but we got to do some thinking on our parts too. As young black men out in this world, man, we losing the battle by not using common sense. That's my standpoint. Ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday marked a weird thing that happened in Michigan. And guess what it was? The casino's open. Jake, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, casinos open up. It's dumb as fuck. It's dumb as fuck. That's pretty much what it is. All this shit is dumb as fuck. Casinos open up, schools open up, all this shit. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, all y'all care about is money. That's all y'all care about, money. You don't care about people. You don't care about the virus. You care about money. That's all it is. This is fucking stupid. All this shit is fucking stupid. That's it.
Dan, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is dumb. I will not step into Greektown for the next. Okay, well, first of all, I don't want to step into Greektown ever again.
In general, yeah.
In general. Yeah, but this is, I mean, like, why is this the place that you want to go now? Like that, like those casinos are disgusting, man. Like they smell bad. Like the folks in there just look sad all the time. People just losing their checks, losing their paychecks, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Malachi,
your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's already dirty. It's a dirty filth. It's an aura of filth already in that boy when it was before Corona. So I know it's gonna be double nasty in that boy. It just smell like, it just feel like sin in there. Just sin. It's really gonna be worse now. But money talks, man. They want to keep that money flowing.
Yeah, they kind of keep that money going. And last but not least, schools are reopening in Georgia. Let's take a clip of how school really looks in Georgia today, ladies and gentlemen. As you look, you see the bell ringing, and you see 1, 2, and possibly 3 people with masks on as they trying to navigate through a crowded area. And you telling me I need to send my kids to this shit? Jake, what's your thoughts on it, bro?
Just like the casinos, stupid as fuck. Why is this happening? Why the fuck is this happening? Like this is a disaster waiting to fucking happen. Just just shut everything down. Like, we will be okay. We can figure out a plan for everyone to be economically compensated. But no one's willing to do that. No one's willing to like come up with a plan and really be patient and do this. Like, yeah,
man, I got the canned goods ready, man. We've been preparing since Y2K. Dan, what's your thoughts?
Once again, yeah. So so some new news came came out saying that they had to like shut the school down because the kid got sick, and like they got the test, and like so the fact that this failed in the first day is wild. I mean, but look at this pick, and I think the person that took this pick, he got kicked out of the school too. Like they expelled him like from school. But it's still just like, I mean, look at this pick. Like these kids are not going to be safe. Like they're not going to like stand back. They're gonna cough. They're gonna call for kids for fun. I mean, high school with COVID sounds like hell.
I just don't get it, man. And you know, a lot of Republican states are really pushing to open up, and I get it. Like, if we got your kids in school, we got you at the cuff of going back to work. Once we have you at work, we got you able to go make that money. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, an economic grab. But I am not risking the future of my kids, them having a third nipple in the middle of their chest and all types of dumb shit. I cannot do that.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I can't have that third, but I can have a third eye. That's what I got. I might have 4 eyes and you won't even know it.
What does that mean, conspiracy brother?
So anyways, today's conspiracy comes from myself, as usual. I mean, you know, I told you I got this. You don't help me at all. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know you had ghostwriters.
Who are you talking to?
Got those ghostwriters.
Had to take a deep breath. I gotta take a deep breath because all my thoughts are deep. Today's conspiracy is about this so-called coin shortage that the United States is in. Oh, coin shortage. So y'all ran out of coin? Y'all ran out of coins? Huh? I know what it is. What is another word for coins? Change. Change is coins. Hey, when you give somebody $1 and give me my change back, it's change, the coins, the things that jiggle. Yeah. So what they're really saying is the United States has a change shortage. So if you can visualize a world that has a change shortage, that means shortage on the change. That means we as black people want change to be made, but they gonna have a change shortage. Ain't no change shortage. Ain't no such thing as a shortage of change. You better make that change go on and keep that change going if you can change and interchange the interactions that you have with black and white people or people while I look through the peephole.
I think coin shortage.
He is on his Curtis Blow right now.
Coins. What is another word for coins, brother? Open your eyes, brother. Open your eyes. Another word for coin is change. It's a change shortage.
It's currency too, right?
Yeah.
No, they said coins. When you go to the store, they don't say a currency shortage. It say a U.S. coin shortage, which really because if you open it, if you looked at it with your third eye, you would see on the paper change. It say a change shortage. They trying to say that they can't make a change. When I know they can make a change, they just don't want to change. Just like they don't want to change their clothes. Because America been peeing on themselves for the lifetime. They don't want to change their clothes.
America's been pissing on themselves?
That's
the problem. That is the problem. America been taking the doo-doo on themselves with no pamper.
What?
Whoa, wait a minute.
What?
That means they can't change. Change your diaper, change your clothes, change your mind. Change shortage, a shortage of change, brother. See, that's a problem. You need to open your eyes so you can visualize the real lies that they trying to tell you with your eyes. Because if you look at them in their eyes.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Yeah, man. Like he had no substance to that at all. He had the one point.
You can't. He said there's a coin shortage, meaning that America refused to change.
No, the coin shortage was really a change shortage, and a change shortage means that America refuses to change, and because of that, they take a piss.
Come on, guys. We got to give our customary thought with this. He gets 1.5 kufi from me.
I'm going to give him 2 bags of grapes because I mean it did make sense. He just 2 bags of grapes. I'm not going to try to justify it.
Jake,
-5 bean pies. There you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, welcome back, Malachi. You and
Malachi,
your bladder.
Stop taking the shit during the show.
Stop shitting on America's head, Malachi.
Please stop. Please.
Bro, I am
Please.
shitting on America's head. What?
It's a long.
Just stop taking the shit during the show, please.
I'm sorry.
Because we leave some other nigga comes and it's not good. That's all I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into our last segment. It's called Wrap It Up. And I'm going to pass it over to my man with the plan, Dan.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my brother. Let's do it.
I have one clip for today. Now, this is something I was supposed to show Dr. Mask. So I'll talk to him about this next week. But look at this. Are
you tired of people complaining about literally everything every day? Do you find yourself overly annoyed by the actions of others? Then you need fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all can significantly reduce your ability to give a fuck. Tired of Karens not minding their business? About mascot? Fuck them all. Fuck them all has been tested and proven to help you not give a fuck.
I used to give a fuck, but now that I've tried fuck them all, I don't give a fuck at all.
Oh, wow.
If you continue to give a fuck after taking fuck them all, please consult with your physician. Side effects may include insensitivity, lack of care, and an extreme case of minding your damn business.
That's excellent, man. That is excellent.
That's great.
Wow. Fuck them all.
Shout out to her. We're going to have to connect her with Dr. Mask, man.
Yeah, because mind your business and fuck them all. It's kind of going hand in hand. Wow.
Hand in hand.
That's a great wrap it up. What we're going to do before we go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to touch bases back to the people. We're going back to the chat. Hit me with it, Malachi. What you got popping?
Yeah, they going nutty in the YouTube chat for sure. He said, Von Wink said, why did the Burger King employee step outside? That's what we was talking about.
Tony and Von Wink agreed on something?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wow,
that's why I had to read that, because even though Tone said it, I'm like, let me still I gotta say this.
Von, you just got a gold star with me this week, bro. A gold star.
KJ Tracy, she rocking with us. She said casino because they got to make up for the lost money.
That is DJ Touch. DJ Touch is in the building.
DJ Touch in the building, rocking with us hard. So she basically saying that the people at the casino are gonna be taking L's because they're gonna be fixing the game so they can get their bread back. It's true. It's gonna be one winner per hour. DJ Touch also said he about to explode. She was talking about conspiracy, brother. And then Aria Moody, she said they were suspended, but now the suspension has been reversed.
It should have been.
I mean, they took a picture in school, like.
Yeah,
come on now. Should have been. He ain't do nothing wrong. It ain't like he showed naked pictures of somebody. He's showing how this shit fucked up, and it shouldn't be happening.
Right. Exactly. And then C. Barron, he said many of the crazy people have learned to act normal in society, and when they go off their meds or snap, we be confused about what's going on. That's true.
That's true.
That's good. That's deep.
That's true. That's why I always watch out with my third eye.
Got to, bro.
You got one eye too.
My third eye stay right there. Jake, what we got in the comments, baby?
Also in YouTube comments, Aria Moody, she talking about LOL, drunk Unc is on one for sure. He cracking but facting. You know what I'm saying? Also, DJ Touch said, "Shit, it's Friday. I need what's in his cup." Talking about drunk Unc. Also, C. Barron said, "I saw Pleasantville back then. People would say, people would lay out the truth in plain sight, but it was up to us to study, like slavery. I can't tell my best friend who was a house slave, and I'm a field slave. So damn." And also, he said what?
Where did you get that from?
That's what he said. That's what C. Barron said. Also, Shout out to Graham Leslie in the Facebook comments earlier. He noticed the gear, the mask off hats, and the new mask off joints with the drip on it. So shout out to Graham Leslie. He's a supporter of like all improv everywhere, streaming everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we salute you, Graham Leslie, for sure.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. We thank every last one of y'all that's been rocking with us for 16 strong episodes.
Oh, 16 episodes, man.
16 strong episodes, man.
4 months.
Yes. We definitely appreciate you. We are going in full swing with 17, maybe 18, maybe 19, maybe 20. But thank you for supporting Mask Off. This episode has been called Terms and Conditions. Over top of me is the man with the plan, Dan, our tech guy, and also one of our greatest dudes in the game. You got anything to say before we go?
Nah, man. Peace, guys.
My man up under me always got the jewels to spit until he get them to the young bull. Jake, what you got to say, baby?
Yeah, keep supporting black businesses because that's what it's about. We got ownership and we gotta take things. We gotta take things to our own hands. Other than that, thank y'all for supporting us. We out.
Last but not least, my young boy, our favorite young boy, who doing big things in the industry of being an actor today. We like to hand it to him. What's your name? What you got going on? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm Malachi Lee in the building, y'all. If y'all haven't seen, I'm in Chasing After You. It's on Tubi. It's actually free on Tubi, so y'all can check that out. Chasing After You film. Y'all see me on the cover looking up. I also got a couple other projects as well. So you can hit me on my social media for that. Just thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all for rocking with Mask Off, man. We really love y'all, man. Like y'all rock with us hard, and I absolutely love it. We'll see y'all next week.
Also, pay close attention to what we got on the screen. If you are going through something serious, whether it's sexual abuse, domestic abuse, anything, here's the national hotline. Seek help, get support, break the cycle of trauma. We love y'all. Terms and Conditions, episode 16. Malachi, get them.
Yep. And America, I need you to put that John Hancock on that document we got. So